I'm Detroit Free Press auto critic Mark Phelan at the Vintage Emergency Vehicles Show in Ferndale, Michigan. This is one of the kickoff events to the Woodward Dream Cruise every year, and it is one of my favorites. Old police cars, fire trucks, ambulances, replicas of movie and TV cars. There's a little bit of everything. It's fun, it's goofy, you're not going to see anything else like it. So, how long have you had this truck? Where did you get it?
Well, I bought it in '94. The truck came from Springfield Township, was where we live, which is in Holland. The backstory of this truck is when I joined the fire department, I rode on this truck. So when I started in 1981 with the fire department, this was first out at our fire station. And you know, over the years we replaced it and it finally got retired, and when they put it up for sale, I decided that I was going to bid on it. So I bid on it, and here we are from '94 till now.
And do you take it to a lot of shows, a lot of events?
Yes, we go to a lot of car shows, car cruises. We have, if they have multi-events like this, we try to go to those.
But when you were a firefighter, would you have been riding in the back?
Yes. Yes, they're actually, the back has changed a little bit, but there used to be a water tank in there and hose, so you would stand on the rear bumper, and that glass that's up there would normally be a shield so you didn't get hit by bugs or anything.
So you would have been going through Holland, Ohio, you know, rushing to a fire, hanging on, standing on the back bumper.
Correct, yes.
And you said people it reminded people of the fire truck in the movie Cars.
Correct.
So what did you do to take advantage of that?
Well, when the kids and people were talking about that looking like red, well, we thought, well, let's just take one step further and, you know, let's make the decals that look similar to radiator springs and, you know, coin the term red because that's the name of the fire truck in Cars. And then we went through and found the window decal or window sunshade to put on there, so it gave it the eyes. So it kind of gives it the full effect. And when we do parades and stuff, you see a lot of people and a lot of kids are pointing and taking pictures because it just kind of stands out.
Getting you a bit of fun. So when did you start? What have you done in your career as a firefighter?
Well, I'm a firefighter. I also an emergency medical technician. So we do fight fires, we do EMS calls. I'm certified fire inspector, so I can do building inspections. And currently, my role with the fire department is I'm emergency vehicle technician. So the fleet of fire trucks we have and the equipment we have, I work on those and keep those functioning so that our people have vehicles and equipment to fight fires presently.
And how long have you been a firefighter?
I started in '81, so what is it, 44, 45 years, somewhere in there.
Tell us what these gauges and levers do.
Actually, this here on a fire truck would be the fire pump. Okay, so on here you see the gauges. Of course, some of these are tarnished, but this is actually what you would take in when you were on a fire and you would have water coming in from the fire hydrant and you would be running water off the hoses. This is how you would read the gauges. This here you could adjust the throttle up on the truck so the engine would run higher, and then in turn it would pump water and raise the pressure.
So this would not have been for use in a city where you were hooking up to fire hydrants. You had your own pump and a tank of water.
Well, this had water on it. Yep. It had 600 gallons of water at one time, but the tank rusted out. But no, this was a popular truck for many years, this brand, because it was built in Battle Creek, Michigan. And you could have used it in municipalities, you could have used it in rural applications. So because you could hook your fire hydrant right into here and put water into the truck so you could have more water. You could use this hose up here if you hooked it up to the truck here. and you could put it in a pond or a tank or something so you could suck water into the truck if you didn't have a fire hydrant. So if you lived out in a farming community and people have ponds, nothing says that you couldn't do that.
And that's when that pump would be powered by the engine of the vehicle.
Correct. Yes, you would actually, the pump runs off the engine and the transmission. So basically, when you get on a fire scene, and it's true today with most fire trucks, that when you get on the scene, you switch a lever, it moves a gear in the transfer case of the pump. And when you throttle up, this truck actually puts miles on, and it runs through the transmission. It just breaks the dry shaft. So if you're running this truck, let's say at the operating pressure we normally run at, the speedometer and everything on this truck is running about 55 mile an hour, and so it's thinking it's going down the road, except it's powering a pump instead of the rear wheels.
And these three levers, what do they do?
They actually here open these valves, which would let water out of the truck. There's one on this side, there's one on the other side, and there used to be one off the back.
So, and this would be for the water that's coming in?
Correct. This would be the intake where the water comes in from either the fire hydrant, the pond, wherever you're getting your water source from. Then these discharges here would be water out of the pump that's going on out your fire hose to wherever you're putting the fire out at.
I got a question. Just look at Mark. How's it like to come into Dream Cruise?
I love coming to the Dream Cruise. A lot of things to see, a lot of things to do.
How's it compared to other shows you go to?
It's a step above coming to the Dream Cruise. You know, there's a lot of cars here, a lot of people, and you see a lot of unique stuff. You know, when you go to your car shows in your town, you see the same old cars. So if we travel different places, like coming up here, there's a lot of different cars that come from all over. You know, there's it's the world's one-day biggest car show, or I think now it's expanded more into 2 days, Friday and Saturday. But it's just neat to come up here, whether you drive down Woodward Avenue or whether you would pitch a lawn chair, you know, in the center or along the road and watch the cars. I mean, we've done both things with it. I've cruised this truck up and down Woodward one year when I was up here. You know, it gets warm because there's no air conditioning in it, but you know, it's fun. It's fun coming up here.
Thank you.
I took the day off of work today, took a vacation day, so I could purposely come up here.
What do people say when they see you in your fire truck?
Oh, you get all sorts of comments with the fire truck, and we do a lot of different things with the fire truck. You know, if you look at the board here, I've done birthday parties with it. I've done parades with it. We've done weddings with it. Matter of fact, I hate to say it, my one marriage, when I got married, we actually got married in the back of the truck going through a park. So there's a lot of things you can do. You get a lot of comments, you get a lot of looks, you get a lot of people stopping in their tracks, you know, because they hear it coming.
So the siren still works?
Yes, the siren still works, all the lights still work, the pump still works. This here I've added a stereo and speakers, so you know, when we cruise through the parade, you know, I can crank it up and anybody can hear me coming. The truck, I do have glass packs on it, which is the type of exhaust, so the truck does rumble, you know, so when you're going down the road, you know, you can hear it coming. So it's a good running, good sounding truck, and it's just a nice place to come and enjoy the day. Okay, in this compartment here is some of the air packs we used to use back when I joined the department. It's some of the older stuff. This brand is still out today. Technology has just changed. A lot of this stuff you see would be nozzles and wrenches and stuff where you could hook up to fight your fire. There's stuff down here that you could use to hook up to your lines to fight your fire with.
All right, so there's one. Let's see. That one's on the side.
Yeah, that's the same there.
This is logo, right? This is the...
Yeah, this is the logo we use for our township.
you guys a volunteer fire department, professional department?
We were volunteer when I started. We are a full-time, part-time department. So we have people staff.
You're the full-time guy.
What's that?
You're the full-time person.
Yeah.
You're full-time.
Yes, he's a full-timer. He's been full-time for going on 26 years. Yeah.
You guys right here, and then
I was just asking. Good idea.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
volunteer when he started.
so what's the
Back when this truck was in service, you used to stand back here and you would ride on the back of the truck. There'd be a strap here you could hold on to and ride on the back of the truck. The hose used to set up on top here, and then this used to be the water tank down below. And there used to be some extra cabinets here, but as the water tank rusted out, this is what we did with it.
Sorry, can I say that again? So this is where you used to grab a hold of this?
Yes, this is where you used to ride on the back of the truck. There'd be a strap here you could hold on to help hold you on the truck, and you know, we could put 5 guys back here and ride on the truck.